I want to share with you guys what I believe is the perfect structure for a homepage for a junk removal website. Let's take a look at it. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal business owners, dumpster rental companies, small businesses do SEO and understand it to get their business ranked online. And on this video today, what I want to discuss is what I believe is the best homepage structure for a junk removal website. Again, this is just my opinion. And the reason I believe this is because I've developed this homepage, this website design, but the homepage of the website, and I've seen it proven time and time and time again to help rank a website on the first page of Google with the map listing and the organics underneath. Now, as I describe what I believe is the best homepage structure for a junk removal website, I like to break it down into three sections for what I believe is important to the homepage of the website. The first part is I want to design the website to look like a landing page. Number two, I want to make sure the website gets picked up by Google's crawlers and it ranks well and will get eventually to the top of the search results. And number three, I want to structure it in a way designed with the psychology of sales. So I'm going to show you guys an example of one. I'm just finishing up just to basically break down how I design what I believe is the best homepage for a junk removal website. So when you're designing the homepage of your website, my philosophy behind that is number one, to make it look like a landing page. For those of you who have done Google AdWords, paid advertising of any kind, you all know that you have to, all your paid advertisements should go to a landing page. It shouldn't go to your personal website because your personal website really does not design that way. But the way I design my homepage, I do design it that way. But people design these landing pages just like the ones I see here. I'm looking at some examples of landing pages here online for junk removal, and all they are very, very simplistic. It's basically a very, really quick website designed to basically just make people give you a phone call, input their email information. Basically, it's just to convert. The sole purpose of that landing page for paid advertising is just to get somebody to give you a phone call. And that's my whole purpose behind the way I designed my homepage for junk removals is how do I figure out a way to make it look like a landing page. So when you take a look at this website here, everything that's very, very important is above the fold. First of all, I tell the customer where this junk removal business is located. So the person in this town knows that this is a junk removal service in this town right here. Little information about what they do, and then a call to action, several calls to action, basically. So everything's above the fold here on the computer and also on a mobile device. So that's how my basic structure for the website is. I want to make sure it's designed to look like a landing page. But how do I get away with creating a landing page that's going to rank on Google? So goes to step number two of how I design the homepage. So the second way I designed the homepage of these junk removal websites, I structure it in a way that Google's going to like the algorithm, the crawlers, and it's SEO optimized right from the get-go. And how do I do that? Always follow the 5 rules of SEO, the basic stuff. The title tag, meta description, H1 title tag, H2 title tags, and the content of the website. So I want to design a homepage that would look like a landing page, but would also rank on Google. So how did I do that? I did that by creating a lot of content, figuring out a way to design this website so it has enough content for Google to understand that this is a junk removal business in a particular town. It provides all these keywords, all this information related to that industry in that particular town. So, like I said, I structure it in a way where the meta title matches up here, the meta description matches what is going on here. There's the H1 title tags, just like this. All of these are H2 title tags, right? All of these right here, reinforcing to Google that this is a junk removal business in a particular town. And then there's some H3 title tags, right? So that's how I designed it. Designed it in a way where the search engine just simply cannot ignore it. Eventually, it's going to pick it up. It's going to like it. It's going to like the structure of it. And eventually, will start to rank on the search results. And then the final step of the way I designed these junk removal websites, I designed them in a way with sales psychology implemented into design. Let me show you that part. Now, the final way I designed the homepages of these websites is by implementing the psychology of sales. See, I've taken a lot of courses on writing, on website design, on sales, on copywriting, things like that over the years. So I've understand and learned quite a bit over time. And this is what's caused me to create my own design, which I think really, really works well because it goes through the psychology of sales. And number two, it keeps people on the page, which is what I believe is a big ranking factor when it comes to websites online. So when somebody lands on a website, they immediately want to know what's this website about, what's in it for them, and how they can get it. And I do that right away, and it's crazy because that's what Google's looking for too, right away. So a customer lands on this website that lives in this particular town immediately knows this is a Harrisburg junk removal service, right? And they'll know what's in it for them, helping you declutter your home or business with our professional, budget-friendly junk removal in Harrisburg, Virginia, serving the entire Rockingham and County area. And then a quick call to action right there. I might want to change this background. It kind of meshes too much in there, but I probably will do that later. And then I go into some short blurbs as to why they're awesome. A friendly local service, affordable pricing, satisfaction guaranteed, that sort of thing. And then one of the things that I implement in these homepages is breaking up the content into sections. What stinks about SEO is that you have to create a lot of content. And if you don't do it correctly, it's going to be a big blob of words and blocks of lettering, and nobody wants to look at that stuff. So I try to come up with a way where I can break up the, the 1,500 words that you're going to need to rank this website. So I had to come up with a clever way of doing it while also writing the correct content. So this is how I did it. And another thing you want to do is make sure you break this up into sections and blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. And the reason you want to do this because that's how us as human beings are used to scrolling through things when we go on Instagram, when we go on YouTube, when we go on Facebook. Those of you guys like TikTok, it's all sections. You're constantly scrolling one section after another. So if you do the same thing with your website, it's going to keep people on there, going to keep them engaged. So on this section of the website, I basically remind the customer why were they online in the first place? They have a problem, so you want to remind them of the problem. With junk removal, basically you're buried in junk. They want to get rid of stuff. Uh, they want somebody who's judgment free for junk removal service. Do you want somebody professional? You want to get a price on junk removal, that sort of thing. So you kind of remind them of their problems. Let's say with junk removal, they just want their crap gone. And then right here, you basically tell them that you're the answer to that problem. And why are you awesome? Because you're these three things, right? Trusted junk removal, we're your neighbors, hassle free, whatever it is that you do out there in your area. And some little paragraphs, a few sentences underneath each one of those right there. And then on this section, like I say, it's breaking down into sections. We're telling the customer, and of course, the Google search algorithm, the type of services we provide. This guy does construction debris, demolition services, removes old appliances, old furniture, basic junk removal, commercial junk removal, that sort of thing, right? And usually what I do here is I link out to the service pages that he's got going on over here. We haven't finished that yet, but we'll get to it. That way it creates a good user experience. So the customer gets in here and like, okay, they do a little everything. Actually, I need some basic junk removal done. So, they'll go in there and contact us business. The next section of the website, the homepage, is I tried to put on there what makes you different from the rest of the competition. You try to create some little paragraph why you're different from all your competitors in a particular area. So that's why this section I like to do that. Again, the customer's learning more as they go through it. This is all happening quickly though. I got a problem. These guys might be the solution to a problem. Oh, this is why they're different. Okay, cool. That makes sense. And then on this section, and I see another section, I try to tell the customer what's going to happen when they contact this business. Um, a customer is going to psychologically, subconsciously, basically, they're going to want to know what's going to happen when I call this business. I mean, just they're going to be uncomfortable. So you have to try to make it comfortable. So you got to tell them what's going to happen when they contact you. This is how we work. This is step one. This is step two. Step three. Once they know that, they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable in taking action. The next section of the site of the homepage is I like to create social proof. I always tell people these days people are reviewing things like toilet paper napkins on things like Amazon. People read reviews all the time, and it's getting more and more prevalent as time goes on. So, what I like to do is embed the Google reviews, if you have Yelp reviews, anything like that, into this section. So, the customer's going to see all the reviews and they're like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. This guy's pretty legit. I'm going to, feel comfortable calling them. On this section is where I add the email form. So, if I've gotten this far, either they've already called or, they just want to get a quote or something. They fill out this information here. I also made it in a way so as somebody lands right here, they just want to schedule something, it goes straight to that email form right there. And then finally, the final call to action is like, look, I know you got junk. I know you need to get rid of it. We're the team to call. Give us a call. Let's get going, right? And then the footer of the website. This goes throughout the website. It's just basic information about the company, contact information, hours, Google listing, social links, and things like that. But that's the psychology behind it, behind the homepage of junk removal websites. This is the way I structure it, and it's worked very, very well. It's to me, it seems like it's helping these websites rank in these areas where they're trying to get more business for their business. So this is basically what I wanted to show you guys today, how I structure the homepage of a junk removal website. If you guys want to learn more about the services I provide, like to say, like the website design, the SEO, my SEO course, things like that, feel free to look on the description below. All my contact information is there. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.